Hello, today I am talking about and reviewing Lo and Behold by Wendy Mass. This is a middle grade graphic novel. Apologies if the dog is a little noisy. She is in here with me. I really like Wendy Mass. She is one of my favorite authors. I've read more than 10 books by her at this point. This was released a few years ago. It is her first graphic novel, and I wasn't planning on reading it for a while. I knew it existed, but I guess I didn't look that into it, didn't seem interested in it. But I realized that graphic novels are pretty quick and easy to read, so I decided I should just go ahead, and if it's Wendy Mass, I'll probably like it. So this has illustrations by Gabby Mendez, but the coloring on the illustrations is done by another person. Kai Say. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I do try to pronounce people's names right. I do think that is important. I think that's the very least you can do. You know, if you got a foreign name, you don't gotta learn the whole language, but I think they at least deserve to have their name pronounced correctly. Anyway, so this book is about a young girl named Addie who lives with her father. Something has recently happened with her mother, and her father is like this professor, I think, and it's just been a little while since I've read this. I'm finally getting around to the review, but I did read this. She is going to stay with him for a little while at the university that he works at, and she gets to learn more about what he does. Her dad has a job as a futurist. Addie really likes space and turtles and tortoises. One of the big things going on right now on the university campus is VR, virtual reality, and Addie's dad has been working on stuff with that. Addie isn't super interested in it at first. She's a bit distant, hesitant, avoidant. She seems to have some complicated feelings based on her mom and the things that happened. There were certain things in this book that I feel I've just noticed Wendy Mass likes, like geocaching, that's in this. That was also in the Candymakers and the Great Chocolate Chase. And there's some environmentalism. I like that this clearly felt like her including the things that she loves. In this book, Addie spends time on the university campus. There's a young boy there named Mateo who she befriends. He's pretty adventurous and exciting. She learns more about VR, has some experiences with it, sees the different ways it can be used, and she becomes quite fascinated with it. I think that's all I'll say about the plot of this, but besides the environmentalism, I thought there were a lot of other good things in this book. It's educational, it's about empathy, it's about forgiveness, it's about wonder, just finding wonder in different things. It's also about loss and connection. I thought this was a fun book. I enjoyed it. I have done very little VR before. I was going to say I've done none, but I guess I technically did do a thing where like you sit in a chair and it's like a roller coaster, but it was pretty low quality. Honestly, I'm sure not all VR is like that though. Maybe that was like some outdated technology. I don't know. It was in Vegas. So I have done that, but I've never like owned a VR headset. I've never played any of the games or anything like that. It looks pretty fun. It would probably be fun. And this book did help me learn more about it, and it showed me that it's not just some fun thing, like it can actually be used for like some really useful stuff, which I wasn't aware of, so that was pretty cool to learn about. And I really like the way it was used in the story. Like, it's a pretty emotional story. It gets kind of deep at times for middle grade. Of course, middle grade can be deep. Just sometimes it's like, whoa, they really went there. But it's good, because it's realistic. Like, in terms of what had happened with Addie's mom, I thought it was a certain thing, but I wasn't entirely sure, and the more I read, I was less sure, and then eventually it gets more into it, and I wasn't quite expecting that to be what happened, but I'm glad that it was covered because like that is the reality for some kids, and I think they should see that represented somewhere, so I'm glad that that was touched on in this book. I think the art in this book is really good. It's really cute. It's pretty detailed, especially during the VR parts. It looks a little different. It's like super colorful and beautiful. So yeah, during the VR parts especially, it was really nice looking. I learned from this book that Wendy Mass is really interested in technology and always has been, and learning the new things as they come out. Like some of the characters in this book have smartwatches, for example. There were nice notes from the author and the illustrator at the back of this book. I really liked Wendy's outlook on, I guess, just life and technology and wonder. I found it to be positive. Overall, I enjoyed my time reading this. I thought it was pretty good. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. It was interesting seeing the different ways that the students at the university use VR. Like, some people used it just to make an entertaining game, other people used it to teach people something. If you've read this book or anything by this author, I'd love to hear your thoughts and discuss it. And thank you for watching. Let me know if any part of this setup doesn't work out for you. I thought the dog was about to go to sleep when I started filming, then she got up and started playing, so I'll see in editing if the noise is just too much. Sometimes kind of gotta deal with it though. I know I should try to film when it's more quiet. We'll just see. I've been filming when I can and when it works best. But I don't mind this setup too much. And again, thank you for watching.